We certainly know your name, Sidney Sheldon. Now we get to meet you in person. Welcome, and tell us about your new book, Windmills of the Gods. What's it about?
Well, it's about a small town teacher, a little place in Kansas. She teaches at the University of Kansas. And the newly appointed president asks her to become the ambassador to Romania because he's trying to open up all the Iron Curtain countries to the United States. She can't go initially because her husband is a doctor in this small town and can't leave his patients. But her husband is killed, and now she's free to go with her 2 children. And when she gets to Romania, she learns that she's been sent there to be assassinated along with the children.
Well, and part of the problem is one of her assassins is one of her 2 lovers, and she's not sure which one, huh?
That's right. She gets involved with 2 very charismatic men and finds out that one of them is going to kill her.
Do you figure this is every housewife's dream?
To be in that position?
Yes.
I don't really think so.
You are one of the, I guess, the only author known that has every single book turned into either a movie or a TV miniseries. Does that put pressure on you each time you go to write a new one?
It's not the miniseries that puts pressure on me or having my books made into theatrical films. What puts pressure on me is that each book is more successful than the previous one. And when a book of mine comes out, it usually goes right to #1 before there's any advertising or publicity. And what that means is that people are buying books because my name is on them.
Yes.
That puts pressure on me. I never want to let my readers down. So each subsequent book becomes harder to write.
What a wonderful position to be in. I'm sure other authors would love to be in your shoes. Considering, though, that so many get made into miniseries, do you have Hollywood stars in mind when you write the heroines and stuff?
No, when I was writing movies, I usually knew who my cast would be. I would be writing for Cary Grant or David Niven or Judy Garland, and then I would have them in mind and write the parts specifically for them. But when I do a book, I don't think about the movie. I just have an impression of the character and what he or she is like. There's no face to them.
Why do you think Sidney Sheldon is so normal, you know the word popular? Why are you so popular?
Well, I think if there's any one reason, Lynn, it's because my characters are very real to me, and therefore I think they're real to my reader. I remember in Rage of Angels, I let a little boy die in the book. I can't tell you how many letters and telegrams I got. People were so upset. One woman sent me her phone number, and she said, call me. She was back east in Maine somewhere. She said, I can't sleep. Why did you let that little boy die?
Oh.
It got so bad that when we did the television miniseries, we decided to let the little boy live. My readers take my characters and my books very seriously.
What do you
do I.
What do you like best about Windmills of the Gods?
I like the twists in it. Readers will go along, and I like to trick them, but I do it fairly. But people who have read it tell me that they're sure that they have the answer. They try to figure out who's doing it, who's behind the scenes, pulling the strings. And they always come to one conclusion, and the minute they do, they find they're wrong, and then I trick them again. And I enjoy doing that.
Sidney Sheldon, it's a pleasure to meet you, and the book has just been released this month, and I'm sure everyone in Atlanta is going to be running out to get it. Thanks very much for being with us this afternoon.
Thank you, Lynn.